Hey, what up, everybody? Stevie Breach. Tomorrow is the start of the NFL season for the San Francisco 49ers football. I have been a huge 49er fan all my life. I have seen the ups, I've seen the downs. I was a little boy when the Niners won all those Super Bowls with Joe Montana. I was just becoming the super fan that I am today when Steve Young took them to the Super Bowl in 1995. And beat the crap out of the San Diego Chargers, scoring 49 points. And I thought that the way that this had started, the Niners would win Super Bowls consecutively, years in, years out. That didn't happen until last year. The San Francisco 49ers were finally able to make it back to the Super Bowl after a long hiatus. We went through some rough times after Steve Young left us. We found a great quarterback in Jeff Garcia. We weren't able to win the games, when they really mattered. We rolled through a good period of time when new ownership took over and decided they weren't going to be a professional football team anymore, I guess you could say. We went through 2 years of them just sort of putting anybody out there, knowing that they were going to be able to live off of their TV revenue and their ticket sales to return a profit. And that was going to be good enough for them after a 2-win season. The ownership was embarrassed to the point that they decided they were going to start putting together a football team for us. We had some changes along the way. We have a great coach. We have a great quarterback now. It seems that as good as our defense is, our defense was the key of our team for a long time. We would have a great defense built around Patrick Willis. Just a great supporting team all around him. Awesome line. Almost broke the single season sack record last year. Great quarterbacks, great safeties, all around just badass defense. We've had that for years. We finally were able to get an offense that was to start, putting points up on the board. That was the biggest flaw of our team was that we just couldn't get our offensive going. We couldn't find the right offense for Alex Smith. Alex Smith was down for a concussion, and Harbaugh went in and said, we're going to get this, we're going to look and see what we can do to this team. And we turned the ball over to Colin Kaepernick, our new quarterback. And with no Alex Smith on the team, this is his quarterback. He's our quarterback. This is where our team is moving in the right direction for the future. You can't be, second-guessing anything along the way. With him being our quarterback, a mobile guy running around, leaving the pocket. This year he is going to be a marked man. Last time the Niners played the Packers, we played them in the regular season in Week 1. That was when Alex Smith played, and we really surprised the pants off of a lot of people. People thought we were going to have a real good team last year, but I don't think a lot of people picked us to go into Lambeau and win Week 1. We won there. We got to play the Packers again in the playoffs. Lucky us. Who gets to beat the Packers once in a season, let alone twice? We beat them at home in the playoffs. Colin Kaepernick has the game that I think really bust him out of the shell, passing for over 200 yards, running for over 180, just having a huge day. Those Packers linebackers, A.J. Hawk, Clay Matthews, they are going to have their fingers pointed right on Kaepernick. They're not going to they're not going to forget about what ended their season last year. I know people like to say that, their secondary is a big flaw for Green Bay, but that linebacking team is just, oh man, that linebacking team is awesome. I know a lot of people say that the 49ers have some of the greatest linebackers, but I'm honestly very, very jealous of what Green Bay has. I love both of those guys as a unit, and that's a damn good team. I'm honestly really scared to go and play Green Bay tomorrow, just because, like I said, how lucky we are that we got to beat this team twice last year. How, people complained about the Ravens being the Super Bowl champions, have to open on the road in Denver against a good Broncos team. Why the fuck do we have to play the Packers? This sucks. This is not fun. I know that we don't have like a ring ceremony or anything like that. We're just sort of the NFC champions. We're just looking to get back to where we once were. But I don't know. As good as we were last year, we're going to have a tough season all over. I've said 1,000 times how hard these first 5 games are going to be. And damn. This is going to be really, really tough. a lot of people are knocking, because Jennings, the number one receiver, left. He actually left Green Bay and pulled a Brett Favre, and he went to Minnesota. But they were able to pick up some guys and make some moves. That receiving crew, Aaron Rodgers is a great quarterback. If you run down the field and you can get a second open, Rodgers is going to hit you with that ball. They've always been a pass first, run second offense. Cobb is still a great running back. They drafted another running back from Alabama. His name escapes me at this point. Green Bay, if you're a Packers fan and you're watching this video, this isn't one of those guys that's just saying that we're going to kick your ass. You're a good football team, and we're going to be lucky if we're going to be able to beat you. We're going to have to really, our passing game isn't going to be as great as it once was. We have Antoine Bolden, who's going to be our number one. He's a great guy. We're also going to be starting Kyle Williams, who's returning from ACL surgery. We have a couple of rookies that are going to be our number 3 and number 4 guys. A lot of people are really looking for Patton to step up and have sort of a surprising, really, really good season. But I think this game's all really going to be based around, when Kaepernick comes out of the pocket. There's going to be a lot of linebackers out there, a lot of defensive linemen really looking to put the hit on him. I think it was Clay Matthews already came out and said that the league had sort of restated the way the rules are, and if Kaepernick's going to be the kind of guy who's going to be, leading a fake and the ball runs somewhere else, the second that he indicates, even if he's faking, that he's running the football, he's open business, and they're going to light him up, and they're going to be trying to make that, football helmet spin sideways on him. They're going to be, it's going to be just like the Bounty Gate, pretty much. And that's pretty much the way Harbaugh sort of tried to play it off. He almost went like Phil Jackson style to the media, trying to get some sort of sympathy for what the Packers had said about him. Just because they say it in the paper doesn't mean they're not saying it in the locker room. Any football player on any defense is always going to be looking to put the boom on any quarterback. You're not going to come out and you're not going to say that you're trying to hurt that guy, but you're fucking trying to hurt that guy. This is tackle football in the NFL. These guys are paid millions, and they're the best football players in the world. No doubt they're going to be putting the boom on these guys. And I'm going to be really honestly surprised if Colin Kaepernick's going to be able to suit up and play all 16 games this year. He's a different kind of quarterback. I can see him as the kind of guy who's going to be trying to make some run along the way, and he's just going to get hit and knocked funny. It would be a concussion, or just going to be leading some sort of arm injury or leg injury along the way. Nobody wants to wish, harm on their own quarterback, especially when our backup is Colt McCoy, who was a good quarterback at Texas. I was a fan of him going to Cleveland. I thought he was going to win that job and sort of take them to greatness, and now they got Brandon Weeden there, and I don't know what the hell's going on with the Browns. I sometimes there's just it's sort of like the Kansas City Royals. You can hope that team's going to be good for all that you can hope for. There's probably no hope for that team ever, but people probably said the same thing about the Pittsburgh Pirates, and look at them now. They were battling for the best team in the major leagues this year. They're going to be a playoff contender in the National League East. You can't say that since 1992, and they put it together. It took them a long fucking time. One stat that I honestly just read before I was trying to get ready to make this video that I didn't know about and nobody said to me at all, and I'm sort of glad they didn't, and I wish I didn't read it, was that no team that lost the Super Bowl has won it the following year since the 1972 Dolphins, and no team has even made it back to the Super Bowl after losing it since the Super Bowl in 1992 with the Buffalo Bills. That's what we're up against. It's going to be a good year. Crabtree's going to be down until November. Mario Manningham won't play until October. Kyle Williams is back. Antoine Bolden is going to be starting at wide receiver. Colin Kaepernick. Patrick Willis is going to be playing with a cast on his hand. This is our year. We have no excuses. Everybody is going to be looking for us. It doesn't matter if we're playing the Green Bay Packers, the Chicago Bears, the Houston Texans. Every game on our schedule is going to be hard. There is no easies. The Arizona Cardinals are going to be looking to kick our ass. And if we're playing the Browns, they would have the fucking that thing on them. They took a shot at them earlier. But 2013-2014 season for the San Francisco 49ers, we need to win this. We need to get this done. I'm sick and tired of buying magazines and reading on websites that, we're going into the season with the #1 power ranked team. Fuck power rankings. I want a Super Bowl trophy. I want a Lombardi ring on my finger, and I want to be saying that we honestly do have the best football team. And that's what it's about being a San Francisco 49er fan. We want to be #1. We've been sitting on the sideline long enough. We have 5 Super Bowl trophies. That puts us up at the top of the NFL. And we need to get to #6, and we need to be looking at how we're going to get #7. So until after the game tomorrow, this is Stevie Breach. Go Niners.